Hi there, my name is Heidi, and next up we are going to do a body weight workout. So you don't necessarily need anything other than yourself, but a mat might be good at the end when we go to the floor. You can do one round if you're feeling a bit more energetic. Half T twice if you're feeling super good and have plenty of strength. So a third time as well, but let's begin. You would need some space, and let's take a relatively wide one from here to give us more room. Position your feet about twice the width of your hips, with your knees and toes open. Now, let's do a few calm and controlled squats, ensuring you have good core support throughout the movement. Remember, when doing squats, it's best to guide your knees and toes in the same direction, right? So now they're quite open. We can activate the glutes a bit more effectively with this wide squat. Core be a good support. And most importantly, you can do this at your own pace. So if you feel that my tempo is either too fast or too slow, you have the option to adjust it accordingly. Let's do a few more of these, so a small series coming up for the legs. And now that the legs and glutes are warming up, that's just perfect. Let's do the fourth one. 3. Take 2 steps and turn from here so that your knees and toes turn as well. You have a hip width stance, and you squat down and then back up. A traditional lunge involves maintaining good support from the body, with the knees positioned at a right angle. We still go forward from here. Still 3. Still 2. And let's return to the center from here, which is 8 here in this context. The heart rate starts to rise gradually, so we get a moderate increase. When we do these at a calm pace, but indeed gradually move upwards. 2 more times. And hey, now we turn to that other direction, so let's squat up and get ready. Keep your knees and toes in the same direction. Support again. And I won't learn the hard way. Start pushing up strongly. Let's do a round that's 1/2 as long, so let's do 4. You know your hands can also be here in front if you want. Good, let's translate again. 4. Breathe. Blow and turn to the center. It's a bit of a balancing act when things start to change for you. 1 more time. And turn to 4 again. Let's make a small change. Don't forget these. But squat here in the middle. We're still building this series a bit more, as you can see. I'm starting to feel it a bit already. Let's make sure to leave from here the next time we come. Step 1 in between. So you squat, lift. Good. Always strive to step. Go through from below so that the squat position is maintained. Let's go to the second one. And 1 more. And continue in the middle. 4 here. So you probably know what's coming next. 4 in that direction. 4. Remember to breathe. Move 4 steps forward. Down, up, yes indeed. And it is also used in the other direction. That is 4. 3. 2, and now go straight into a squat and then step right beside them. Get a bit of different variations. And the heart rate starts to rise, right? The upward trend continues. Good. A couple more. And from here. Oh, you are shaking your legs. Hope you felt it. Next, we'll move to the floor. Let's go ahead and do a few push-ups. If you want some extra padding under your knees, it's a good idea to put a pillow there or roll the mat a few more layers for added comfort. Good. You can push up like this. Show a bit from the sides or from a crawling position, isn't it? Or then the straightest body. And of course, you can always push up from your toes whenever you need to. Let's arrange it so one is recognized in the middle, then to the corner, just like when squatting earlier. Then to the middle and then to the corner. Let's try it calmly. Get into the push-up position. Good support for the core. And push up from here. Hands switch places. Push up. And now it switches places again in the middle. And even from here, a portion to the side. Let's go ahead and do a few more of these. So break and push forward. Turn, breaking and pushing. Remember to maintain core support at all times. So above all, this is fundamentally a core and upper body movement. Shall we go through these again? Of course, you can always take a break whenever you feel like it. I thought that we could go through all the directions once. So let's start from the beginning again, that is. Push up. Let's do a translation. Push up. Let's go back. We'll revisit this later. And the last time. After which a small break. I have the first cuffs on the floor. You can give it a little spin from here. And give a small stretch. Good job. What do you say? Shall we do just a few more? If we go 3 times in all directions, that's really, really good. The workout is for the upper body. Ready? Again, select the appropriate version and the first one. It sounds from here. Second. Back in the middle again. Hi, here were already the first ones. Let's go a couple more times. Breathing guarantees that the movement continues. Core support ensures that we have an overall strong position. And from here, the final times. The very last one. Turn. Good. Then stop. In the same way, opening to the chest. Little rest and continue. Good. Let's move to lying on our backs. First, we'll work a bit on the core area and then on the posterior chain. Ready? I roll myself to lie on my back. Check that you have enough space because we will be doing quite a big movement, especially to the sides. Place your chin here. A bit towards the chest so that the neck is long. There are hands to the side. And now, take a moment to imagine that from this area of hunger upwards, you are firmly glued to the floor, with your stomach remaining active and engaged. Make sure your knees are positioned above your hips, and then proceed to do a few twists, stopping at the halfway point. So, first twist to the halfway mark, and return to the center. Other side, and return to the center. With this movement, we are not aiming for any extreme position with the twist. I'm exactly that 45 degrees. The halfway point is enough. It doesn't really matter if your tempo is a bit slower or a bit faster than mine, as long as you keep your upper body still and steady. Keep your stomach and back well supported. And next time, if you want to, you can go ahead and move the top leg. Slightly straighten it out. It immediately makes the movement feel a bit heavier. So that adds to our challenge. Let's do it 4 more times. The braking that we do halfway through, that's the key, right? By doing so, we resist the force of gravity. And 1 more time. Excellent. Bring it to the center, and once you're here in the center, you can round your back for a moment. We prefer to give the back a bit too many small breaks rather than forgetting to take breaks altogether. Good. Now that we're on the floor, let's stay here for a while. Activate your stomach in the same way as before. Bring your knees up so they are positioned directly above your hips, and now maintain the natural curve in your back. This means you should keep a neutral position. Place your hands to the sides for support and alternate. Butt on the floor. 3 times and stop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This exercise is an effective movement for engaging the entire stomach, with a particular focus on the lower abdominal area as well. Make sure to perform it calmly and with control. And if at any point you notice that your back is starting to arch too much while you are on the floor, then take a small break for a moment. It simply means that your stomach needs a moment to rest and recover before it can activate again. Next time, if you want, you can do 1, 2, 3 and then hold for a bit longer. Feel free to take your time and extend the hold for a little while longer if that works better for you. 1, 2, 3, hold for a moment longer. 1, 2, 3. And always stop your knees above your pelvis. Good, let's completely relax for a moment. So once again, place your knees over your stomach. You are rounding for the back. And those movements we just did, those twists, those 3 twists we did, were really effective. Coming from Germany, they actually feel like it. Mostly not until tomorrow. Absolutely great. 1 more movement left. Lie on your back so the whole posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, and back. Let's find some space here. Hope you have some space there too. Keep your neck long and think of a cross movement. That means you should lift the opposite hand and leg simultaneously. However, be careful not to let your back arch during the movement. Once you have completed the movement on one side, switch sides on the fly and repeat the process. I think I'll go ahead with it, so let's do it. A little fine-tuning is needed, and then we can head back to the opposite sides from here. And even though I mentioned lift earlier, now calmly and carefully lift your hand and leg at your own comfortable pace. But indeed, leave your back in its natural curve. That is, also activate your abdominal muscles from below to support your back, or back support, right? The slower we go, the more persistent we become, because our back muscles are mainly composed of slow twitch muscle fibers. So let's give them their natural movement, calm and slow, just as it should be. And let's go through it a couple more times to make sure we've got it right. And then a little bit of rest for the back. Here we get the resting position for the back by coming onto our knees and rounding for a moment. And usually because The first round is like practice, so we'll go on our backs for another round, meaning the last repetitions will be done lying on our backs again. I'll try to keep the ball as far away as possible, and from here, at your own pace, support with your stomach for good stability. One lift crosswise, opposite sides. Why are we doing it in a crisscross manner? So if you think about how humans naturally move, we walk very little, don't we? And during the walk, it repeats in the same way. This kind of crosswise movement of opposite sides, okay, the hands are rarely up here, but still, opposite sides get activated. Do a couple more at your own pace. And as a reward for the back, another rounding still here.